Welcome to Startup Hack. Today we're talking about what really means to go into founders mode. And trust me, it's way more than just putting in long hours. Founders mode is about embodying a mindset where your company's growth, culture, and vision are laser focused. So what does Founders Mode 2.0 look like, and how can you transform the way that you manage your company? Let's dive into the top strategies and mindset shifts that can take your business to the next level. Let's go after it today. Welcome to Startup Hack. I'm Spencer Thomason, and here at Startup Hack, we train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps, as well as to build custom software solutions for companies. With a decade of executive leadership as a fractional CTO and 25 years in software development, I've mastered the art of transforming technology teams and products. All right, today, Founders Mode is all about embodying the vision of your business and setting a direction that's not just about survival, but about thriving. Unlike regular management, Founders Mode is intensely personal and requires you to stay closely connected with every level of your business. So Airbnb CEO Brian Chesky emphasized that in Founders Mode, you're not just a manager, you're the torchbearer for your company's culture and vision. This requires authenticity and a willingness to get into the trenches with your team. Founders Mode means you're always on, pushing boundaries and always changing the status quo. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it's essential if you want to build a legacy. Now in Founders Mode, agility is king, and it's really, for me, I found this to be super pivotal. Successful founders don't just react to changes, they anticipate them. This mode requires a level of foresight and adaptability that is key in today's fast-moving market. Brian Chesky talks about having, quote, eyes wide open to spot trends, understand shifts, and pivot quickly when needed. So this isn't just about a rigid roadmap. It's about staying adaptable and flexible. When you're in founders mode, being nimble isn't just a good skill, it's a survival mechanism. Now, a key part of Founders Mode 2.0 is empowering your team to act like owners. Paul Graham of Y Combinator emphasized that Founders Mode means instilling a sense of ownership across the board. So when employees feel like they own a piece of the mission, they're more likely to innovate, take risks, and care deeply about the outcome. But as a founder, you have to lead by example. You have to show them what ownership looks like. This isn't about micromanaging, but about inspiring a culture where everyone feels that they have a stake in the company's future. Now, Founders Mode also requires embracing a certain level of risk. While most corporate environments are risk averse, Founders Mode encourages taking calculated risk. So taking risks is how you drive breakthrough and create a competitive edge. It's easy to play it safe, right? But companies that stand out aren't afraid to take bold steps into the unknown, right? In the early days of Facebook, it was the move fast and break things, right? For founders, this means being comfortable with uncertainty and showing your team that risk can lead to reward. This approach might not be for everyone, but if you're looking to shake things up, it's essential. Now, I know when I originally heard the founder of WordPress over a decade ago talking about that one of the rites of passage at WordPress was actually bringing production down. And I always have pondered on that and thought about that a little bit. So this mentality to be willing to accept some bumps and bruises, as long as it's not broken bones, is important. Now, if your company has systems that aren't connected, let us help you out. Here at Startup Hack, our specialty is connecting systems to help your company work like a well-oiled machine. So check out startuphack.com/Spencer and we can help you out. Now, Founders Mode 2.0 requires you to stay customer focused like never before. In today's world, customers demand authenticity, transparency, and a brand that listens. So Brian Chesky suggests that founders must keep a direct line to their customers, constantly asking for feedback and learning what truly resonates with them. When you stay close to your customer base, you build products and services that genuinely solve their pain points. This isn't just about customer service. It's about embedding customer insights into the DNA of your company. In Founders Mode, the customer is always at the center of everything. Now, another core aspect of Founders Mode is maintaining relentless discipline. Running a company isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And Founders Mode requires a level of focus and self-discipline that many people overlook. This means setting high standards, being consistent, and pushing through challenges when others would have given up. So founders who succeed are those who keep their eye on the ball regardless of setbacks. It's about showing up every day even when things get tough. And if you're not disciplined, your team won't be either. Now, Founders Mode 2.0 is also about storytelling. As a founder, you're the primary ambassador of your company's narrative. When you share your vision, values, and purpose, you're not just motivating your team, you're building a brand that resonates with the world. Companies that have a strong narrative attract customers and talents who align with their mission. So as a founder, you have to be able to tell your story with conviction and with clarity. You got to be excited about it. In Founders Mode, storytelling isn't a nice to have, it's a core leadership skill. All right. Now, to be effective in Founders Mode, you must be relentless about removing friction. So whether it's simplifying processes, streamlining operations, or cutting red tape, Founders Mode requires you to clear the path for your team. This isn't about adding more layers of approval or creating unnecessary hoops. It's about making it easy for people to do great work. In today's fast-paced world, every bit of friction slows you down, and it's your job as a founder to eliminate that. So Founders Mode means making sure that nothing gets in the way of your progress. And here's a reminder, if your company systems are tangled up or just not talking to each other, let Startup Hack help you out. We specialize in connecting your systems so that your team can focus on what really matters. So visit startuphack.com/Spencer for more details. Now, a critical element of Founders Mode is creating a strong culture of accountability. This means setting clear expectations and holding everyone, including yourself, responsible for results. Founders Mode doesn't shy away from tough conversations. It encourages transparency and honesty. Accountability breeds trust, and in turn, trust breeds loyalty. When your team knows you're serious about following through, you're more likely to go above and beyond. It's about building a team that's committed to the same high standards that you are. Now, Founders Mode also demands continuous learning and growth, and this comes from you as well as from the org. In this mode, you're constantly pushing yourself and your team to improve and to adapt. Stagnation is the enemy, and founder-led companies that thrive are those that never stop evolving. So Brian Chesky talks about the importance of staying curious and open-minded, even when you're leading. Founders who embrace growth set a tone that encourage everyone in the company to keep learning. In a world that's always changing, learning is the best insurance for your company's future. An interesting part about this is this last summer, I actually thought I was going to be taking time off. And due to a bunch of different shifts, and as I started to try to grow the company, I thought my summer was going to be slow and I was going to end up spending a lot more time with family. So I just decided to embrace it and to learn from that and to just embrace it and to just really enjoy that time. The funny thing is, when I actually took time off, the company has actually turned out to grow more. And that's because I spent so much time thinking about strategy, thinking about learning and growing, and spending my time with you guys here on these videos. So in the process of this, I do a lot of writing. I write all of these myself. I do all of this. I build all that. I'm constantly reading and searching for content. And in the process of that, I am constantly learning. So I've really grown a lot personally over this last year, as well as my company has also continued to grow from this. So another hallmark of Founders Mode is having a relentless focus on quality. You're not just building products or services, you're building an experience and you're building your brand. In Founders Mode, there's no such thing as good enough. You're always aiming for excellence. Now, this doesn't mean perfectionism, and I tell my developers all the time, done is better than perfect. But it does mean a commitment to delivering value that exceeds customer expectations. But to me, this customer expectation and this value is best in the form of innovation. When you prioritize quality and innovation, your customers notice, and that loyalty is what drives long-term success. So Founders Mode means setting the bar high and never settling. Now, finally, Founders Mode is about a vision and long-term thinking. It's easy to get caught up in day-to-day tasks, but founders who succeed are those who can think 5, 10, 20 years down the road. Visionary founders aren't just worried about what's happening today. They're focused on what they want the company to be in the future. Founders Mode requires you to hold that vision firmly and make decisions that align with that vision. So at the end of the day, Founders Mode is about creating a legacy and a brand and a vision, not just a business. And one last reminder, if your company's tech is out of sync, let Startup Hack bring it together for you. Our team specializes in connecting systems so that your company can run as smooth as ever. Check out startuphack.com/Spencer. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree with these things I've said about Founders Mode? Let me know your thoughts. Here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps, as well as to build custom software solutions for companies. Reach out because we'd like to help. Check out the links down below or hit up startuphack.com/Spencer today, and we'll catch you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because we bring you lots of great tutorials and tips that every developer should know. See you next time.